Friday Yogis. I am here today on what, if you follow me, is called Free Flowing Friday. And I would like to bring to you a welcome spring flow. So we may be doing some twisting. We will be doing a restorative twist at the end. So you don't need any special props today if you don't have special props at home. I have 2 blocks, but you can use 2 books or 2 water bottles and it will achieve the same effect of the blocks being used during class. I also have a cushion from my couch to use for the restorative twist at the end of class. So if you can grab any of those props and then press pause and return back to me, please do that now. And otherwise, if you would like to, we can come to take a moment to start to center together and just find all the places that your body is making contact with the earth beneath you. Checking in and just noticing the quality of the air around you. Noticing all the places that your clothing is making contact with your body. Noticing all the places that you may be hearing sounds from. And you're just noticing, you're not judging. Noticing any smells that you might smell this morning. And just swallow for a moment. And notice if you can identify any taste that you have in this moment as well. Again, not judging, just noticing. Checking in with the quality of your thoughts. And checking in finally with the quality of your emotions. And then finally turning your attention to the quality of your breath on this Friday morning. Do you feel that your breath is shorter and choppier? Is it long and smooth? Just noticing. Maybe placing one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly as you're doing this. And then as you're ready, we're going to come to take 3 rounds of complete breath, as we yogis call it, which allows your belly to fill up, your lungs to fill up, and your chest to fill up. So as you're ready, start to allow your belly to rise, your lungs to rise, your chest to rise. And then exhale that all out. Once again, letting your belly rise, your lungs rise, your chest rise, taking a full and complete breath, and then exhaling that completely out. One more round just like that. Filling up your belly, your lungs, and your chest. And then exhaling that out. And to place your hands, your legs for a moment. Gently flutter your eyelids open, linking yourself back into this moment, coming back into this centering together. We will be working through a variety of different things today, but I would like us to be able to channel the ability to release tension during today's flow. A lot of us may be holding on and gripping very tightly. Let's breathe into the places in our body where we may still be gripping and holding, and allow our bodies to soften a bit. Maybe twisting out anything that's kind of holding up, almost like a kink in a chain. So allowing the breath to be sent to those parts of our body whenever we can during today's flow. So on your next inhale in, I would like for you to come to very gently return onto your back, onto your mats. You're going to bend into your knees, place your feet flat on the mat. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your arms into a T shape alongside your body, and then just windshield wiper your knees left to right here. We're waking up to the spine, massaging the spine. And on your next inhale in, just allow your knees to come into a moment of stillness. And as you're ready, reach your fingertips up toward the ceiling. Take a breath in here. And then you're just going to, as you exhale, bend into your elbows, and maybe you're grabbing onto your opposite elbows here. But take a breath in, and as you exhale, continue with that windshield wiping motion. And maybe you can invite your arms and your head to the party at the same time. So the next time your knees come through center, maybe you decide that you're going to take your arms over to the right and your legs to the left. And maybe your head is turning in the right direction. Inhale back up. Exhale, knees to the right, arms to the left. Inhaling back up. Exhale, this gentle twisting and turning action. Staying with your breath the whole time that you're doing this. And then the next time your arms come through center, start to very slowly release them down to the sides. Take a moment to bring your knees and hug them in, and just either stay in stillness here, or maybe make some circles in your sacrum in one direction. And make those circles in your sacrum in the opposite direction. And we're just going to come to very slowly wake up our core this morning. So take your knees in line with your hips, and then your ankles in line with your knees. Take the heel of your hand, press it into your thigh, and as you're doing that, you're pressing your thigh back into your hand. And you're allowing your navel to work its way back to your spine, really engaging your core, kind of waking yourself up, breathing in. And as you exhale, hug your knees back in. Maybe rock, make any movements that feel good for you. One more round of that, taking that same action with your legs, breathing in, pressing your heel of your hands into your thighs, thighs into your hands, breathing in. And releasing that. Bring your legs right back up where they were. One more action to wake things up this morning. You're going to bring your arms into that T shape, and T shape doesn't work, you can bring your arms into a goalpost shape. Breathing in here, and as you exhale, you're really engaging your core. So your belly button's working its way toward your spine, and as you exhale, you're letting your knees fall to the right, but they're not coming all the way down. Inhale back up through center. Exhale, your knees are falling over to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhaling over to the right. Inhaling back through center. Exhaling over to the left. Inhaling through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhaling back through center. Hug your knees in. And you are either rocking and rolling or rolling to the right and using the weight of your hand to press yourself up. Come to find a comfortable seat. Take a moment to breathe in, breathing out. On your inhale, reach your arms out and all the way up. As you exhale, you're going to come to take a side stretch over, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, reach your fingertips out and all the way up. Side stretching over to the opposite side, really checking in and make sure that your sits bones are still making contact with the earth. Inhaling back up. As you exhale, bring your hands forward, any amount that feels accessible to you. Inhale to slowly slide back up, and then switch shin that's in front to the opposite shin. On your next inhale, reach your arms out and all the way up. And this time as you exhale, you're going to take your right hand to the right hip, and then just allow your left hand to release onto your right knee. Inhale to lengthen your spine here. Exhale to deepen this twist any amount that feels accessible to you. And every time you breathe in, maybe you're lengthening your spine, and every time you breathe out, maybe you're deepening that twist. Option to look over that right shoulder. On your next inhale, reach your right arm up and overhead. And as you exhale, bring your right arm towards your left knee, but you're not making contact yet. Inhale that back up. Exhale towards your knee. Inhaling back up. Maybe you're looking at that hand. Exhaling it down. Inhaling back up. Exhaling to allow it to make contact with your knee. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale, then round into your spine. You have the option of either giving yourself a hug here, coming to bring the backs of your arms together, or coming to find full eagle arms here. On your inhale, you're coming to look up. As you exhale, round your spine. Inhaling to look up, almost like cow and cat tilt here. Exhale, rounding your spine like a cat tilt. Inhaling, cow tilt. Exhaling, cat tilt. Inhaling back up through center. Exhale to release your palms onto either side. Take a moment to make some shoulder circles in one direction here. Breathing in, breathing out. And then switch those circles in the opposite direction. Release your shoulders for a moment here. Take a big breath in, reach your arms out and all the way up. This time you're taking your left hand by your left hip. Your right arm is coming on to your left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen that twist. Breathing in here. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And releasing that breath. And on your next inhale, release your right arm alongside your right cheek or your right ear. As you exhale, allow that right arm to reach toward your opposite leg. It's actually your left arm. This is what happens when you teach. Left arm toward right knee. Inhale it back up. Left arm toward right knee. Inhaling back up. Left arm toward right knee, and this time you're letting that left hand make contact with your right knee. Same thing that we did on the opposite side. Round into your spine, drop your chin toward your chest. On your next inhale, come to look up. You're either giving yourself a hug, backs of your hands are coming together, finding full eagle arms. Inhaling here, exhaling. Inhaling, finding a cow tilt. Exhaling into a cat tilt. Inhaling through a cow tilt. Exhaling through a cat tilt. Inhaling to return back to center. Release your fingertips to either side. Taking a big breath in, lengthen your spine here. And as you exhale, allow your right ear to come toward your right shoulder. Inhaling back up. Take a moment to lengthen. Allow your chin to work its way towards your chest. Inhaling this back up. Left ear to left shoulder. Take your next exhale. Inhaling back up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhaling back through center. Take a moment to roll forward. Find all fours. Plant down into all of your finger pads, the tops of your feet. Take a few rounds of cat-cow here. On your exhale, rounding into your spine. On your inhale, coming to find your cat. Exhale, cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhaling through your cat. Inhaling through your cow. One more time, exhaling, rounding your spine for your cat. Inhale back through your cow. On your next inhale in, plant down into your left palm. Peel your right arm out and all the way up. As you exhale, you're going to come to thread it through, but you're not making contact with the floor yet. So inhale to release that arm, exhale to thread it through. Inhale to release that, back up, exhale to thread it through. Inhale, arm reaches out and all the way up, and this time you're making contact as you come down to the floor. Taking a moment, maybe your cheek or your ear are making contact, tenting your fingertips in front of you, breathing in, threading the needle here. If tenting your fingertips in front of you doesn't work, you always have the option to take that arm around to the back of the sacrum. Exhale to plant your left palm down. On your inhale, reach your right arm out and all the way up. Exhale to release it down to the floor. On your next inhale in, come to extend your right leg back behind you. As you exhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale, knee to chest. Knee to nose. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling to lengthen. Holding it there, breathing in. Maybe inviting your left arm to come out in front of you. Taking a full extension here from the crown of your head all the way down to your heels. Exhale to release that down. We're just going to take on the opposite side. So on your next inhale in, this time you're planting down into your right palm, peeling your left arm out and all the way up. Exhale to release that through. Inhale it out and up. Exhale, arm threads through. Inhale, reaching your arm out and up, and this time as you exhale, allowing it to come all the way down. Same options. Maybe you're tenting your fingertips, maybe you're keeping your palm by your face, or maybe you're taking it behind you towards your sacrum. Breathing in here. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Your next exhale, release your right hand down to the earth. Plant into that palm and peel your left arm out and all the way up. Exhale that arm right back down. Take a moment to extend your left leg behind you, keeping your left toes tucked. Breathing in here. On your next inhale, extend that left leg behind you as you exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to lengthen. Maybe you're holding it here. Maybe you're inviting your right arm out in front of you. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. As you exhale, release that hand down. Allow your big toes to touch. Take your knees as wide as the mat, and maybe you're finding a child's pose. And if child's pose doesn't work for you, maybe you're finding a version of a puppy pose. So you're keeping your hips high, and maybe you're resting your head on your forearms, or maybe you're extending your arms out in front of you. But taking a few moments of active rest here, staying with your breath in your child's pose. As you're ready in your next inhale, coming back up through all fours. So to tuck your toes, plant your palms, let your knees hover above the mat for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, send your hips back behind you, find your downward facing dog. Breathing in here, breathing out. On your inhale, shift forward into plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, plank pose. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, plank. Exhaling, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, take a moment. Start to walk your feet toward your hands. Hang out in this forward fold just for a second. If you have your blocks or a water bottle, you can plant that down in front of you. Take your feet about hips width distance apart. Plant your left palm down, bend into your left knee. Peel your right arm out and up for a twist here. Exhale your right hand down, bend into your right knee, peel your left arm out and up. Exhale that down, take one more round on each side, bend into your left knee, peel your right arm out. Exhale that down, bend into your right knee, peel your left arm out. Exhale that down. Press into your feet, deep bend in your knees and start to roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Once you get there, pull your shoulders down your back. Make your feet a little bit wider and just start to make a washing machine action. And I do this in my classes a lot. We're just gonna stimulate our body here a little bit, stimulate our kidneys, adrenals. So you can actually hit yourself here a little bit, waking everything up. Maybe make it a little bit faster. And then sort of slow it down. Bring your feet back through center. Plant down into your feet. Reach your arms out and all the way up. As you exhale, hinge at the hips to forward folds. Your hands can always be higher on those blocks or your water bottles. Exhaling, forward fold. Hanging out in that forward fold for a moment. On your inhale, come up to a halfway position. Hands come to your shins, your thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, plant your hands down to the earth. Step your right leg back and then your left leg back. Breathing in here in your plank pose. Exhale, knees down, untuck your toes and then lower all the way down into your belly. On your inhale, you're pressing into the tops of your feet, your thighs. Take a big breath in, rise up into your cobra here. Breathing in, exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rising up, cobra. Exhale to lower down. But to retuck your toes, plant your palms, rising up through plank, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, your right leg rises. As you exhale, put the right foot in between your palms. Plant your left foot down. And on your inhale, you're coming to railroad out your feet. Bring your arms out and all the way up. We're in our warrior one here. So if you're looking at it from the side, your front knee is bent. Your back foot is at a 45-degree angle, but you have a wider stance for your foundation. Breathing in here. Breathing out. On your inhale, bend into your elbows. We're gonna do that same action that we did with our arms when we were in easy seat. So you're either gonna give yourself a hug, or you're gonna take your right arm underneath your left arm. Maybe the backs of your palms touch, or maybe you're coming into full eagle. Breathing in here. Exhale to release. Inhale it back up. Exhale to release that down. Inhaling back up. Exhale that down. Inhaling back up. Release your arms. Big breath in here. As you exhale, plant your hands down to frame out this front foot. Send your right leg back. Taking a breath in here in plank pose. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. As you exhale, come to find your downward facing dog. And then start to walk your feet towards your hands. Inhaling up to halfway lift. Exhaling to forward fold. Inhaling halfway lift. Exhaling to forward fold. One more round. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. On your inhale, plant your hands down. This time you're stepping your left leg back and then your right leg back, finding plank pose. Exhaling, downward facing dog. And then just start to walk your feet towards your hands. Slowly come to rise all the way back up. So you get there, roll your shoulders on your back. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. On your next inhale, planting down through all of your feet. Reach your arms out and all the way up. As you exhale, hinge at the hips to forward fold. Inhaling up, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Planting your palms down, stepping your left leg back, your right leg back, finding your downward facing, finding your plank pose here. Breathing in. Breathing out. As you exhale, lower your knees, untuck your toes, lower all the way down into your belly. On your inhale, you're coming to rise up through cobra. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, rise up to cobra. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, rise up to cobra one last time. Exhale to lower down. Tuck your toes, send yourself back through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, in your left leg rises. As you exhale, set that left foot in between your hands. Soften your back heel down. Same thing here. We're going to railroad out our feet. Take a moment to come into your warrior one, widening your base or your foundation here. If for any reason having your back heel down does not work for you, you can always lift it up. Put in a traditional warrior one. Your back heel is planted to the earth instead of 45-degree angle. Your front knee is bent. Inhale, reach your arms out and all the way up. Exhale to bend into your elbows. Maybe you're giving yourself a hug. Maybe you're taking your left arm underneath. Maybe you're taking your full eagle arms here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. As you exhale, come and bring yourself forward. Inhaling that back up. Bringing yourself forward. Inhaling it back up. Bringing yourself forward. Inhaling back up. Releasing your arms out and all the way up. As you exhale, plant your hands down. Step back to plank pose. Breathing in here. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. As you exhale, find your downward facing dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to forward fold. Planting your hands down. And this time you're just going to step right back. Find your downward facing dog one more time. Walk your feet towards your hands. Start to rise up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to find a few twists here. So as you're ready, reach your arms out and all the way up. As you exhale, come to sit back into your chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big breath in. As you take your exhale, maybe you're turning your torso to the right hand side. Maybe you're taking your left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Maybe you're taking your full prayer twist. If that's too much for you, you're just staying right here, hands at your heart. Breathing in, pressing firmly into the earth. If you're in that chair twist, come back through center, press into your feet, reach your arms out all the way up. Bring your arms down by your sides. Take a wide-legged stance here. Reach your arms so they're parallel to the earth. Turn your right toe out. Bend into your right knee. On your inhale, lengthen. Straighten your front leg, straighten your arms. Exhale, bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Turn your toes to face forward. Arms come down. Heel toe your feet in. We're going to do our twist on the left side now. Taking a breath in, pressing into your feet. Feet can be about hips width distance apart here. Reach your arms to the ceiling as you exhale. Sit down into your chair, breathing in. Bringing your hands to your heart. This time as you exhale, maybe you're turning your torso to the left. Maybe you're taking your elbow to the outside of your left knee. If you're in your full prayer twist here, just check in and make sure both of your knees are still tracking in the same line. One isn't shooting farther in front of the other. Breathing in. Breathing out on your next inhale. Bringing yourself back through center, pressing into your feet, reaching your arms out all the way up. Exhale your arms down by your sides, taking that same wide-legged stance. Reaching your arms out to the sides, parallel to the earth. This time turning your left toe out. Bending into your left knee, your back foot. The knife edge side of your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Turn your toes to face forward. Bring your arms to your hips. Heel toe your feet in. Take a moment to grab a block or a water bottle. Plant it down in front of you here. You're going to take a slightly wider stance. We're going to take our twisting action here. So you can have your water bottle on its highest setting. Plant your left palm to the block. Peel your right arm out and up. Exhale to release that hand down. Peel your left arm out and up. Exhale to release that down. One more time on each side. Right. Left. And I lied. It's going to be 3. One more time on each side. Reach your right arm out and up. Exhale on the opposite side. Release that down. Take a bend in your knees. Let your head be heavy. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Take a few rounds of breath here. And then as you're ready, start to very slowly rise all the way up. Bring your feet together through center. And then you're just going to come to very slowly find your way into your knees are bent. coming into a version of boat, but we're doing some boat crunches. Taking a little rotation action here as well. So you're gonna either bring your palms behind you, keeping some length in your spine. And you can keep this here. You're gonna cross your right ankle over your left ankle. And maybe you're lifting that up. So you can inhale here, exhale, crunch. Inhale here, exhale, crunch. Maybe your hands are behind your thighs. Inhaling, exhaling. This is much harder on my core, but I used to not even be able to do this. 3 children destroyed my core. Exhale that in. Inhale it, but they're awesome, so I'm not complaining. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Release your feet, uncross your legs. Take a moment to hug in. Maybe you're in stillness here, maybe you're rocking. Come to rise back up. Maybe your hands are behind you again. I might have to do it this way this time because I think my core is a little worn out, but nothing wrong with taking this a little bit differently on the next side. Every part of our body is different. Our bodies are asymmetrically beautiful, and that's how they're supposed to be. So embracing and loving that is definitely part of self-love, self-care. And as your next inhale, you're going to come across your left ankle over your right ankle. Take a moment to inhale to lift up, deciding where you want your hands this round. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathing in, releasing that down. Taking a moment, making yourself into a little ball. Maybe you're inviting some rocking action, doing whatever feels soothing and good for you in this moment. Breathing in. And then as you're ready, come to extend your legs out in front of you. Lengthen through your spine. Clasp your hands together. We're going to be making a letting go mudra. Part of releasing the tension that we're holding in our body is releasing it and letting it go. Interlacing our last 3 fingers together. Our first finger and our thumb point out. Take a big breath in here. As you take your exhales, you're scooping out your belly and coming down to a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, I'm not speaking, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Windshield wiper your feet left to right here. As you exhale, hug your knees in. Maybe rock side to side. Release your feet down to the earth. Take a moment to inhale your right leg up. And as you exhale, take your right ankle across on top of your left thigh. You can take your right hand to the outside of that thigh, breathing in and breathing out. Make sure your right foot is flexed. On your next inhale in, bring your arms into a T shape. You're taking the bottom of your right foot over to the left hand side. So it's going to look like this, where you're taking a twisting action while you're in your threading the needle pose. Maybe you're keeping your head looking up, or maybe you're turning your head and allowing it to look over your right shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. As you're ready in your next inhale in, Bring everything back through the center. Release your right foot back down onto the mat. And then come to switch sides. Extend that left leg up. Left foot is flexed, and as you exhale, keeping that left foot flexed, take your left ankle across on top of your right. Threading the needle here. Same option, maybe your left arm is coming to the inside of your left thigh to gently press that away. Breathing in. Inhale, allow the bottom of the left foot to come to the right hand side, taking this twist. Maybe you're turning and looking to the left. Maybe you're staying with your focus toward the ceiling. Doing what feels best in your body in this moment. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing. Doing what feels best for you. Inhaling your legs back through center, releasing them to the earth. Take a moment to hug in. Some circles in one direction, maybe circling in the other direction, and then slowly releasing your legs down, coming to take your final relaxation pose. We're going to do a restorative twist, which you could take here and then come into your final relaxation pose if you have your pillow. If you don't have a pillow, then come right into your final relaxation pose. If you have a pillow, roll to your right side. Come to press yourself up. Grab the pillow. Right hip goes alongside the right pillow. Take a moment to lengthen here. Frame out the pillow. Big breath in, and as you exhale, you're coming to lower down onto that pillow. You can stay like this, or maybe you want to take it even further and twist and turn your head to face the right hand side. Otherwise, keep your head facing toward the left with your right chin on the pillow. Staying with your breath here. And if you want to stay here longer, feel free to pause. On your next inhale, come to rise back up. Take a moment to allow your knees to stay bent. Windshield wiper your knees left to right here before we come to the other side. And then as you're ready, starting to allow your knees to fall over to the left-hand side. And I'm going to turn so you can face me. Turning your knees to left, bringing your left hip against the pillow. Taking a breath in, turning to face your pillow, framing out your pillow, inhaling to lengthen here, exhaling to lower down. Maybe you're resting on your left cheek this time. Maybe you're turning your head and resting on your right cheek. But you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Staying here and noticing any places where you might still be holding or gripping onto anything. On your next inhale, come to press some weight into your hands. Again, if you want to stay here longer, press pause. Come to rise back up. Take a moment to turn facing your your bent knees. Windshield wiper your knees left to right here. And then slowly allowing yourself to find your final relaxation pose. Taking any props that you have by you, the pillow underneath your knees, can greatly increase your ability to rest in this pose, but doing what it is that you need. I also like to usually have a blanket or a towel behind my head. Take a big breath in. Long exhale all the way out. One more just like that. Big breath in. Long exhale all the way out of your mouth. And release everything into the earth in this moment. Start to release any tension beginning at the top of your head, softening through your entire face. Quieting your mind in this moment. Quieting anything that is floating through your mind. And taking a moment to silence any sounds that you hear around you and just allow yourself to go inward. Focusing on your breath. Letting your mind rest in the flow of your breath. Releasing every single part of your body from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. I like to take Shavasana anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes, but you do what feels best for you, and you could stay here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, you're hugging your knees in, turning to the right and slowly pressing yourself up. I will be leaving you at this point. Feel free to stay in your blissful Shavasana for as long as you need to. Or to bring your hands into heart center. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to bow your head toward your hands. The light in me honors and sees the light in each one of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me on this free-flowing Friday. Namaste, yogis.